breakthroughs in relationship and abundance with money. But first, the unexpected and uncomfortable conversations will have to happen that will ultimately transform our relationships. Stick around for some journaling and meditation prompts, as well as collective card reading. So let's get into what's happening in the skies and how we can make best of this new moon in Libra. Hi, I'm Karina, your Healing Arts astrologer, and I'm here to give you the new moon in Libra report. The new moon is happening at 28 degrees of Libra on October 21st, 2025 at 5:24 a.m. The ruler of this new moon is home in Libra, making this a soft, harmonious relationship building aspect, but we also have to go through the harder things. Saturn's involved, Neptune's involved, Chiron's involved, and the 28 broken down in step astrology is 2 is the moon and 8 is Saturn. So there comes some limitations and some hard work that needs to be put in before we can get that emotional satisfaction, emotionally stabilizing energy within our money and our relationships. So where is Libra in your personal natal chart? If you don't know, please leave a comment below and I can help you find that. New moons bring new energy and starts. And with Venus in Libra, this is giving a beautiful and gentle touch. So let me pull up the astrology chart for you as I walked through some of the aspects. All right, so here's the 28 degrees of Libra. This is when the sun and the moon come together, and Venus is in Libra. We have an opposition to Chiron, which I will talk about, as well as the quincunx to Neptune and Saturn, as well as the square to Jupiter and the water trine. So this new moon in Libra wants harmony, fairness, partnership, and overall beauty in our connections and our collaborations. And with the opposition of Chiron and Aries, there could be some wounding around not feeling seen as an individual within our relationships. The question could be, can I be myself to be loved? How much of myself am I abandoning in my certain relationships? The question here is balancing ourself with our relationships, as well as being authentic versus appeasing others. Old relationship patterns are being exposed. So then we can heal them within ourselves and become more authentic and balanced within our relationships. So real peace only comes with the truth that is spoken. So we're learning to love ourselves enough to stop feeling the need to perform through service or emotional caretaking, codependency, or people pleasing. With this new moon at 28 degrees of Libra and Pluto just going direct, we have a nice little square here with Pluto. And Pluto went retrograde back in May and just went direct around October 14th. And this was about us going inward and doing a lot of inner work and transformation. And now the work that we've done within, we are going to share it with our partners or our relationships or the people around us, our good friends or our business partners or whatever. Okay. So is about transforming our relationships with the newfound information. Now, Mars and Mercury are both sitting at 20 degrees of Scorpio, and Lilith is here, which is the raw, visceral parts of ourselves. And together, they all merge. Okay, this is about our communication, the rawness around our communication. It is about the visceral need to express ourselves and to have the courage to make it happen, to get it out of ourselves if we have been quiet about what's going on. This can be harsh and aggressive in our communication. So make sure that we're seeking understanding through this transformation than like, I'm going to gouge your eyes out and I'm going to stab your heart. Okay, so this is also pairing with the grand trine with Saturn and Jupiter in water signs. The conversations that we initiate can have a harmonious energy flow with the planet of luck and abundance and expansion, as well as the planet of diligence, hard work, and limitation. So the raw, unfiltered truths are revealed and the transformation intensifies. The grand trine of water signs heightens our intuition and emotions, adding a healing, cleansing, and stabilizing flow. Embrace these powerful communication breakthroughs with compassion and honesty. Feelings could be amplified and passions returning after a long emotional drought of not really feeling connected. Allow these connections to transform your relationships in a healing way, clearing old stories and resentment patterns to move forward in a healthy way. How can I express my truth powerfully, but in a way that heals rather than harms? Pluto is trine Uranus. With this aspect, the revolution starts within. As a team, we can create a quantum awakening and new forms of problem solving. Jupiter in Cancer is also touching on Chiron and the new moon, with Chiron directly involved with this new start in our relationships and how we view relationships. And Jupiter in Cancer is expanding our emotional intelligence as well as the desire to be productive over our emotions, our feelings, our home, our inner world. So while Chiron is in Aries, this exposes our wounds around our ego, our identity, our independence. So maybe this could be where we're feeling unimportant, unseen, and afraid to assert ourselves in a certain manner or area of our life. And the square will bring tension where we can be asking ourselves, so where are we versus who is taking care of us? And there is a balance with the give and take within our relationships that are being looked at closely right now. Where do we overgive in our relationships? And where do we feel guilty? As well as the guilt when asserting our boundaries or needing our space and time alone. And where do we find ourselves passive aggressive when we're not getting the reciprocation from others? We are learning self-compassion and parenting ourselves and nurturing ourselves in a way that feels feminine, soft, and masculine strong. The new moon is also quincunx over to Neptune. And Neptune is at 0 degrees of Aries. And the day after this new moon, so on the 22nd, Neptune will enter Pisces again. Okay, so then we will have both Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, which is not a coincidence. Okay, so the new moon is quincunx over to Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Pisces, and Uranus in Gemini. And we can heal by speaking truth even if it shakes harmony temporarily. Okay. Letting others hold their own emotions instead of carrying them. Remembering that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. And practicing self-nourishment before extending it out to others. So essentially, we want to fill our own cup where it's overflowing, and that overflow will pour into the people that we love around us. Collectively, we are healing and emotional around our responsibility. The fear of being too much or not enough, or the belief that my love must be earned. And some questions to be asking ourselves around this new moon. So where have I silenced myself to keep the peace? Where do I give more than I receive? What does safety feel like when I create it for myself? And your new relationship intentions could sound a little like this. I attract and nurture connections that honor both my strength and independence, as well as my tenderness and support. And lastly, Libra is about creativity through art, design, music, and beauty, as well as it represents the divine feminine energy within us. So let this new moon encourage you to express your healing through art of any form, whether that's painting, drawing, decorating your home, listening or playing music that really moves your soul. So thank you for sticking around if you've stuck around this far. I appreciate all your comments and likes and follows and shares. It means the world to me. It allows me to continue doing what I do because it encourages me and lets me know that my videos are helpful to you guys as much as they are helpful to me. Also, if you would like to join the community in my healing arts astrology paint and sip that we are doing for this Halloween celebration. It's going to be October 25th at 4 o'clock at Revival Coffee Shop in Crockett, California. And we will be painting some Halloween scene for this paint and sip, and it is costume ready. So come in your Halloween costumes, and we will have a Halloween contest where you can win a chart reading from me. So I want to see all you guys out there in your best costumes. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. I'm going to be Wednesday Addams. If you would like to listen to the card reading, go ahead and click on the link. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like and share this video. I'll see you on the next one.